Finally, the high-performance Genesis, the GV60 Magma, has been spotted. It's about to be released soon. The Magma from the Genesis brand. If you're interested in Genesis vehicles, you've probably heard the name Magma at least once. Magma has been known as the high-performance sub-brand of Genesis, but recently Don Kobolka said in an interview with an American automotive media outlet that Magma is not a brand focused solely on high performance. He stated that it's an evolved version that maximizes the unique characteristics of each vehicle. It looks like vehicles like the GV60, G70, G80 X-Gram and Berletta will launch under Magma, but the GV60 will be the first Magma model released, correct? And another thing, you might think that Magma models will be released in intense Magma colors, but that's not the case. In the case of the G80 electric vehicle, it was at the last Beijing Motor Show, right? That's where they unveiled the Magma. It was unveiled in a striking blue color, so we don't know yet if there's a blue version of the Magma, or if other vehicles also come in blue, but so far, this is the information we've been able to confirm with our own eyes. So what role does the Magma play in the Genesis brand? Mercedes has Aufrecht Melcher Grossasbach for high-performance vehicles, BMW has M, Audi has S, and Rennsport and Cadillac has V. Magma offers even more distinctive performance with batteries and motors optimized for high performance. The face of Magma has finally been revealed. Let's take a look at how it changes. Until recently, it was hidden under thick camouflage. Because of this, it was hard to tell whether this vehicle was the GV60 facelift model or Magma. However, from the side it offered several hints such as the caliper color. And recently, the thick camouflage cover was completely removed, and the test vehicle was spotted with only a thin camouflage tape, which is usually seen right before mass production. If so, the release is imminent. But just by looking at the design, it's hard to tell the difference between the GV60 and the GV60 Magma. Is the only difference the red brake calipers? Recently I told you that the GV60 facelift released in Korea has been refined much more than expected, not only in its exterior design, but also in its interior design. So, its overall quality has improved compared to the previous version. The pre-facelift model had a somewhat comical look, kind of resembling Wong's father, but with the facelift, the sharp MLA headlamps and the bumper design have definitely changed, making the design better than before. That was the general reaction. But this car is called Magma. That's right. If you look closely at the front where the camouflage cover has been removed, you'll notice some differences compared to the recently unveiled facelift model. The grille design is different. The upper and lower grille areas are not the same. And in the early version, you could see an inverted triangle shape under the logo. In the facelift, this part has changed to a straight line design. The GV60 Magma features two distinct grille designs on the top and bottom. Looking closely, the lower part is also a grille showing a clear design difference. To improve airflow, you can also find aerodynamic design elements, which are located on both sides. If you look from the side, you can see that even more attention has been paid to aerodynamics. Especially, the new wheel design features a 5-spoke design. It seems that aftermarket products are actually lacking now, to the point where no further explanation is needed. Like the front, the rear design remains mostly unchanged, with only minor detail differences. Especially at the top, the middle part of the rear spoiler seems a bit different, and there's also a difference in the design of the lower part of the bumper. Just like the front, you can see a design on both sides of the bumper that further enhances aerodynamic performance. You can see that there are design differences from the GV60 facelift in these areas. If you look closely, you can see that the inside is open. Finally, the face of the GV60 Magma has been revealed. Whether it's a coincidence or for testing purposes, we can't say for sure, but having it revealed like this during testing is something that hasn't happened before. This photo was posted on the overseas media site, Carscoops. At first they seem similar, but on closer look they're different. The early version had a slightly awkward smile. The facelift definitely looks more refined, and on the Magma you can clearly see design elements that suggest high performance. Also, in the facelift, there was a small straight-shaped sensor located here. On the other hand, with the Magma, you can see design elements that look like they're all about taking in air, which really hints at high performance. Since it's electric, not all vents appear open, only some are. That's different from high-performance internal combustion vehicles. You can also see that the aerodynamic parts on the side, which were visible on the camouflaged vehicle, have been carried over to the production model as they are. Looking from the side, you can see that the design goes upward. The high-performance black wheels also appear unchanged on the production model. One interesting thing is the shock antenna. It's a red accent, not the body color. Do you think the difference will really show just with this color? I think this will bring enjoyment to those watching. Unfortunately, the rear design hasn't been fully revealed this time. Just a moment. So, what about the specs of the GV60 Magma? The GV60 was built on the e-Global Modular Platform. That means it shares the same platform as the high-performance ION IQ 5N and Kia electric vehicle 6 Gran Turismo, which were released earlier, and it's known to be equipped with an 84 kWh battery. Driving range is really important for electric vehicles, and since this is a high-performance car, it's expected to go around 350 kilometers on a single charge. Most exciting is that this car will be compared to similar vehicles. Recently released ION IQ 5N boasts 650 horsepower, so the industry expects this one to be even more powerful. So will it have 700 horsepower? With 700 horsepower, it would be the most powerful mass-produced car from a domestic manufacturer. It's expected to launch with about 650 to 700 horsepower. Especially with all-wheel drive, the N-Green booster that maximizes performance, and the virtual shifting system and engine sound that double the fun, I'm really looking forward to it. So when will it be released? The release is expected in Q3, so with June here, I believe the vehicle will be unveiled in about 100 days. In Korea, we already have high-performance electric cars like the Ioniq 5N and the electric vehicle 6 Gran Turismo. So there must be a clear reason to choose the GV60 Magma made by Genesis. It would be hard for it to surpass the Ioniq 5N or Kia electric vehicle 6 Gran Turismo with just its design and Genesis's luxury alone. Please let me know your thoughts on this. I recently discussed the GV60 Facelift test drive, and if possible, I'll also review the GV60 Magma test drive. Thank you. If this was helpful to you, please give it a like. Subscribe and turn on notifications to get accurate new car information quickly. Thank you.